How's it going, everybody? My name is Zach Legier, and today we're going to be talking about, is it worth modding your GTI, Volkswagen GTI? So what I have here is a Mark 7 2016 Volkswagen GTI. This one is the Autobahn, and it has the performance package. So we get these bigger brakes, and with the Autobahn, we get the sunroof, these leather seats, and navigation. This one is the 6-speed manual with the golf ball shifter. So the mods this car has, it has an EQT tune, it's on some coilovers, downpipe with the muffler delete. So it's not too crazily modded, it's kind of in that sweet spot of being just right. But a great thing about this is it's a hatchback. Lift up the Volkswagen and we have a bunch of room for whatever kind of stuff you need to put back here. Flip down the seats, throw a bicycle back there, whatever you want. It's best of all worlds. You have the performance and you have the hatchback look. Now the GTI is always known to be the hot hatch car, which is what, I don't know, Volkswagen almost stands for. But once we look at the front with the performance package, the red goes all the way through the headlights. We do not have functional, these aren't functional, but it's actually a light. But it's a pretty cool car. GTI on the side. Now as far as these seats go, they're really comfortable. We have the red stitching, leather seats, very comfortable. With these bolsters, you can tell it's kind of sport orientated, but not too crazy. As far as the inside and the clutch with the stage 2 clutch, I personally don't like it. It's very touchy, very heavy feeling. It has your stock shifter, so it's a pretty far length from where you have to shift. Our cob access port. But we have Coast in the car, and we are going to go take this thing on the back road, see how she handles.
Please don't crash it.
I'm a professional. But yeah, tell them the story about how you bought it and stuff.
So let's see. So like 3 weeks ago, about a month ago ish, I put my old Mark 5 GTI up for sale, and thinking that, oh, I'd find a GTI in like 2 or 3 days to replace it, no problem. And when I put it up for sale, I'm thinking the car's gonna be up for like a month, because, you know, whenever I used to look at cars for sale, they'd be up for quite a while. The first guy that came to look at it bought it and handed me cash right there. So I'm like, now I'm carless. Oh. So I'm looking, nothing in Florida, because I was really specific in what I wanted. I wanted the Autobahn package with the performance package with the manual transmission, and no one had it here in Florida. No one had it in Georgia, no one had it in Alabama, nowhere north of Georgia, Tennessee, nowhere. And I wanted that carbon steel gray color too. And no one had it, so I expanded my search even further. I went out to Texas, nothing. I went all the way out to California, nothing there. So I really have to look up north where the snow areas are. I'm like, well, 3 weeks later, I'm getting desperate and getting really annoyed and frustrated that no one has anything. So I expand my search up to Portland, Oregon, and there it was, listed for an hour. That's my car, and has everything on it. And apparently I found out later, after I bought the car, that allegedly they don't use salt in their roads for snow in Oregon. So the car,
win-win.
Huh?
Win-win.
Yeah, literally. So I was talking to the seller, and we were chatting for about 2 hours, and within 2 hours I sent him a deposit. He took it down for sale, and I flew out a week later to go and buy it and drive it home. It was probably one of the craziest things I've ever done, and well worth it in my opinion. If I could do a cross-country road trip again, I would. Yeah, the cross-country drive was insane. The car gave me no problems. Motor ran beautifully all the way. The only issues I ran into were 2 flat tires, but I was prepared to handle those situations. But yeah, it took me 4 days. I wish I could have done it longer, but I had work, so I was pressed with time. But yeah, definitely would recommend, if you could find a way to, or an excuse to do a cross-country road trip, I definitely would recommend, especially if you're buying a car. Yeah, this car is one hell of a story, and I plan on keeping it for a while. And Zach's about to scare the shit out of me.
All right, so we're on our back roads. We're gonna see how she handles. Should I do it with the purple tune on or off?
Do it on, it'll be more fun.
On, all right. So here we go.
So much faster when you're not driving
it. Handles great.
Yeah.
Scary a little bit.
When you're the driver, it's one thing, but in the passenger,
oh, it's terrifying. I know.
Holy shit.
We should title it "Scaring the."
Scaring the GTI owner.
But no, it's really good. It's very like precise where you want it to go. You can just kind of toss it in. And
surprising for a front-wheel drive car. And definitely, the only way I was buying a new GTI is if it had that limited slip diff, which comes with the performance package. That helps it handle corners a lot better. This definitely handles way better than my old Mark V.
All right, part 2. This thing's great. It's definitely not the fastest car, but it's fun and you can use all the power.
Yeah, and you can, it's a good daily driver.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's comfortable, sporty, and just overall, I would say definitely it is worth modding your GTI. I don't know how I feel about the sunroof though. I'm not a big fan.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like sunroofs. It's just extra weight at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Has quite a bit of droning.
Yeah, it has the high flow cat on. Luckily, it would be worse if it didn't have it. But the muffler delete, I bought the car like that. It's just too loud in my opinion. I might throw like a high flow on or like an AWE exhaust on or something. We'll see.
I'll roll down the windows, let her pop. So we kicked Costa out of the car. So, and overall, it is definitely worth modding your GTI. For daily ability, I would not do the stage 2 clutch. But other than that, it is a little obnoxious with the Burple tune. But other than that, this car is definitely great. Stock, they feel very underpowered, but once you get the tune, it really feels like it opens the car up. And it's definitely worth it to get the tune and the downpipe and the muffler delete, and it all just comes together to make this symphony, or this yeah, the symphony of a car, if that makes sense. And it's great. I love the car. Handles great. It's very comfortable to drive. I can see how he drove this thing long distance. It's not like these seats, they're sporty, but it's not too bad, if that makes sense. Not like the GT3 where you have the carbon bucket and it's a fixed back. No, these seats are very comfortable, leather, and overall, I love the car. I love the GTI platform as it is. Overall, definitely worth modding your GTI.